slush. Yep. That's what you're in for tonight. That's a good. Yay! Poop. Poop. I would like to. Okay, here's a little challenge for you. See if you can listen to the songs. Try and listen to the songs and figure out what the theme is, because there is a theme. And the winner gets. What did they get, Dave? Absolutely nothing. Okay. I met a man without a dollar to his name, who had no traits of any value but his smile. I met a man who had no yearn or claim to fame, who was content to let life pass him for a while. But I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life like the movie stars led. And he kissed me right here, and he said, I'll give you stars and the moon and a soul to guide you, and a promise I'll never go. I'll give you hope to bring out all the life inside you, and the strength that will help you grow. I'll give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man who lived his life out on the road, who left a wife and kids in Portland on a whim. I met a man whose fire and passion always showed, and asked if I could spare a week to ride with him. But I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life that was scripted and planned. And he said, but you don't understand. I'll give you stars and the moon and an open highway and a river beneath your feet. I'll give you days full of dreams if you travel my way, in a summer you can't repeat. I'll give you nights full of passion and days of adventure, no strings, just warm summer rain. And I thought, I'd rather have champagne. I met a man who had a fortune in the bank, who had retired at age 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank, and then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all I could think of was a life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay, and a fur and a diamond ring, and we'll get married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing, and you'll meet stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June. And I said, okay. And I took a breath, and I got my yacht, and the years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon. Go to your chair. Get your chair, Fox. Too sweet. It's my time now. Just kidding. Thank you so much. But what a See You Next Tuesday that girl who sings that song is, right? She's like kind of the worst. I'd rather have champagne. Like that, and then she gets what she wants. I just love that song, but it's kind of a little bit messed up. Thanks for listening. Well, when I was going through my notes, my massive amounts of notes that barely made sense. One was like, wood pole. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know where this is fitting into my show. But one of them was, I have weird thoughts about flossing my teeth, meaning that I don't. And I know that's really gross, but I feel like, you know when you don't floss, and then you floss and it just, you're bleeding out? And I was like, and then it takes, then it's fine, like it's, you, yes, I know you should floss your teeth. Thank you, Dick. But, so I was like, but you trap the little germs up there in the gross part, but they're just trapped. It's irrational, I know. But I was thinking about flossing, and I was thinking about our friend who is going to marry a hot dentist. And this was like early in their relationship, which was like 4 weeks ago. She was overserved at my house, and he took her home and put her on the bed, and she's like, they're like, we have to do the oral care routine. He said oral care. Not that kind. Get your minds out of the gutter. But he's like, baby, babe, because they call each other babe a lot, and it's because I think it's really solidifying their, it's their love. So Danny and I actually started calling each other babes. It's good. It's really, I feel more, attracted to him. It's great. But anyway, he's like, babe. Baby, we gotta, oh no, it's baby. I think it's babe and baby. It's something very cute. You gotta floss your teeth. You gotta do it. And she's like, I don't wanna, baby. I don't wanna do it. And he's like, we gotta do it. And he fucking flossed her drunk ass teeth whilst she was nearly comatose on the bed. And I was like, that is either the cutest thing I ever heard or the grossest, weirdest thing I've ever heard. They were here last night. They laughed at that joke. I was like, oh, and then I did see them after the show. Did anybody see them? He's like, you're a liar. And I was like, well, that's what she told me. Maybe your wife is a liar. And then I don't think they're together anymore. But anyway, I was thinking like if Nate. Oh no, now we all know what we're talking about. Y'all know it's Jen and Brian. But I was like, if we were ever, dating, which we won't, but sadly. But I was like, if I was on the bed and I was like, I don't want you to don't floss my teeth, and he's like, we gotta do it. That would be the absolute end of our relationship. I'd be bleeding out on the bed. He would just be like, holy shit, what have I done? And he would probably get like any kind of like rag he can find and like wipe off all his fingerprints and everything is just like, she's bleeding out. I was never here. Like basically, oh my God. Yeah, I wish them luck. I do. I don't know why I made that face. I genuinely wish them luck. Okay, don't go back to them and be like, she rolled her eyes after she said that. Please don't do that. I would like to introduce Dave Hennehan. Dave Hennehan is Ashley and Christy. They have both been with Christy Mitchell. What? I did introduce her.
But not with the eye roll.
I didn't. Oh, I didn't. But Christy and Dave have both been with me when we did our very first Dumb Disease concert, which was in, I keep forgetting, 2012. I know, and we did take some time off for the pandemic, and then some. Well, yeah, you did. But it's been, I met Dave. He was the guy playing, sorry, settle in, Dave. I met Dave when he still is, He was at the at Dog River Coffee Shop in Hood River, and he was like that guy who always had the guitar. Does anybody relate to this? Yes. And I mean, he was always just like. He's kind of like half listening to you, but he's like very far away in his eyes. His mouth is kind of moving like the guitar player's mouths do. I think it helps, right? Does it help? Yeah. Yes, that's true. But I was like, man, I don't know any guitar players that long ago. What?
That's kind of weird.
I know. I
There's
meant.
at least 40 in the audience.
Well, I didn't do any. I hadn't done anything because I had Dane, who was 3 or no 2. It was little. They were little. I'm not good at math. We'll get over that. We'll go over that in a minute. But you were young. Anyway, I was like, I need a guitar player, and then I just was like, thought of Dave, the weird guy in the coffee shop. He seemed very talented. I was like, what is he doing in this coffee shop all the time? Like, does he have a job? And yeah, and
He's got the face down.
he's got that face down at least. Anyway, so I'm very, very extremely lucky to call both of these talented musicians my friends, and man, sometimes most of the time. I'm ready? Yeah. Yeah, could you show everybody how good you are? Oh my God. He comes for conversation. I comfort him sometimes. Comfort and consultation. He knows that's what he'll find. I bring him apples and cheeses. He brings me songs to play. He sees me when he pleases, and I see him in cafes. But I'll only say hello to him and turn away before his lady knows how much I want to see him. She removes him like a ring to wash her hands. She only brings him out to show her friends. I wanna free him. Secrets and sharing sodas. That's how our time began. about how like lots of things I'm bad at. I'm bad at like so many things, and I'm also bad at meal trains. And I think meal trains are the very best invention of anybody. It's amazing. Like I see one come across my inbox, and I'm like, oh no, somebody is sick, hurt, injured, welcoming a newborn, like all those terrible things. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sign up, and I'm gonna like even write something like, what are you gonna bring? Like, well, just prepare yourself. It's gonna be amazing. And I'll be like, what could I be? I'm thinking about it like for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then you know it's like the day of, and I'm like, mother, and I like, well, Boda's frozen lasagna. There it is, and then that takes 72 hours to thaw. So they will not be eating that night. And once again, I'm very bad at meal trains and things like that, but I am very good at putting up your kid in our basement for 5 years. Jake, where are you, bro? I told that joke last night, and I was like, oh, there's not even anybody here, but then he surprised me and he's here. Oh, Jacob! I think I made jokes about you before too in a couple shows, but anyway, that's for another conversation. But I'm also like very bad at math, which everybody knows it's very difficult for me. But I'm so bad at math. Oh my heavens! Very good, very good. Sing along's gonna be great later. I can't wait. I was on Facebook this one time. I was like trying it out, and thanks. There was like one of those quizzes that said like however old you or what year you turned 22 how you're gonna go into year 23, like whatever song was number one. And I was like, oh, that sounds kind of like a fun thing to think. Like, what if it's like I'm too sexy for my, or what if it's like cold November rain, or like I mean, so many songs I could think about that would be really fun to go into. But I was like, oh boy, okay, well, I'm 49, so that is an odd number. I do not fuck with odd numbers, so I need to pretend I'm 48. Okay, so, and then it's year, wait, what is it? Okay, I'm just gonna say it's 2022, because that's also even number. Okay, and you know what I bet? I bet you all have figured out probably how old you were when you turned 22, how old you were, what year you were when you turned 22, didn't you? You fucking geniuses. Well, I tried so hard, and I was like, wait, okay, but so I was like, do I subtract 40, okay, well, 46, and then I passed out, like, much like a possum from fear and fatigue. It was really, it's embarrassing. And math is a real problem in my household, for me. This next song is from a musical. Where are my musical theater people at? Oh, it's okay if you don't like it, it's fine. There'll be some more things in the second act, don't worry. But I love musical theater, okay? And I love this next song. It's from Into the Woods, which is one of my very favorite musicals. Oh, yes! I got some theater kids in the house. And this is from a part in the show where the baker's wife, that's her name, it's total chaos. It's like crazy. There are giants everywhere. They're stomping on people, killing people, and the giants are like ruining everything. But they have to collect all these things to break the spell. And so she's like, well, her husband is like disappointing her over and over again. And she's like, I will do it myself. And she goes into the woods and she meets Prince Charming. And they're under extreme duress. And I think they bone. I'm pretty sure, because it's like they're like, hello, and then it's like lights down, and then the lights come up, and she's just like, and it's all, excuse me, and it's all very like, they're out of breath, and it's like, I'm pretty sure they boned, and this is, then he like kisses her one more time and just says, I must leave you, and then leaves, and this is picking up right after that. What was that? shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth, and a baker for bread, and a prince for whatever. Never. It's these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't. Just a trick of the woods. Just a moment. One peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never and? That's what woods are for those moments in the woods. All of life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you'd never know you had one. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment. Who can live in the woods? And to get what you wish, only just for a moment. These are dangerous woods. Let the moment go. Don't forget it for a moment though. Just remembering you had an and when you're back to or makes the or mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods. Oh, man. Oh, so sweaty. Take a little risk. Muy caliente. Hey, we're gonna have a bake. I got the good people in the front row. Thank you. Keep laughing, keep laughing, keep laughing. We're gonna have a bake sale for Joe and Big Britches Productions to get an air conditioner, right? That'd be super sweet, right? Yes, yes. It would be great. We'll bake a lot of brownies, maybe special brownies. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. That water just went down the wrong tube. Oh my goodness. I was thinking of other, titles of the show, like grasping at things, and I was like, I could say, I am a stay-at-home actress. That was like one of my themes, which I think I thought that was pretty clever. But I was also thinking about I still have literal nightmares about doing anything on stage, like you forget your lines. It's a classic thing, but it's like I also had like a few experiences where I did a show it was the Andrews Sisters show, so there's 3 sisters obviously, and they must be very like in control and in unison, and it was just a summer stock, so it was like 2-week rehearsal. It was very difficult, and the choreography is very intricate, and you have to really like you're moving as one, and I really had a hard time learning it. I'm as they say in the business, an actor who moves. Not a actor dancer, but an actor who moves. That's literally what they put in descriptions, like for auditions. I'm like, yes, that's me. It's me. And so I was trying so hard, and I was really getting it. I was working so hard, and I got it. And it was like the director of the show, the choreographer, is this beautiful woman named Jan Puffer, and we called her Lady Jan because she was just so elegant and just wonderful. And I never swore around her, which is like a Christmas miracle. I was just like, yes, whatever you say, I'll do it. I'll be perfect. I'll be so good for you, Lady Jan Puffer. And the opening night came, and I killed it. It was like, I don't know, it was like something magic beam came down and just like, I know all the moves, and there I go, and I'm doing the moves, and they're perfect, and it was amazing. And so after the show, she was like, she wrote me this letter. She was like, you're just incredible. And I was like, I think I am. I think I'm pretty incredible. I did it. And it was like where you don't know what I don't really have the moves in my body, but just by some Christmas miracle, I was like, I'm doing it. I'm doing the right thing. And my face doesn't look like I'm like this. I was just like, I don't know, it was a miracle. And so then the next night, I messed up every single scene that I could ever do. And so as an actor, you go into the dressing room and the director's like, okay, we have notes, and you kind of never want to have notes. And because it just means that you fucked up. And so they're like, again, Molly, and for you, again, Molly, it's Molly this, Molly that. It's very, very important for you to, be in sync. And I'm like, I know, it's the Andrew Sisters musical. I get it. And I did finally get it, but I still can't, ever forget that feeling. It's like the negative feelings totally outweigh all the fun I had on that show. So before I get into this next song, it's like anxiety, like all the time. It's like when people say, she had a very brave performance. You know what that means? It means that she's pretty and she uglied herself up. It's like Charlize Theron in Monster. She won an Oscar for her very brave performance. I really hope that you don't leave here and be like, wow, Molly gave a very brave performance. Please don't do that. Or don't tell me that you did it. I have so much weird anxiety. I have anxiety about airplane trash. It's when you're sitting on the airplane and you're on the aisle seat and you have trash, right? Or the worst, you're on the window seat and there's somebody in the middle and you don't maybe know any of these people, and they're the person who's coming down the aisle for asking for the trash, and you're like, you're just sure they're not gonna actually see that you have hand trash, and you're like just holding it up like this and watching, and then you're like, okay, this person next to me is she gonna reach over? Should I reach over? Should I give it to the person on the aisle? That's rude, because what if there's sticky things or soda, or it's a highly anxiety-inducing thing for me. Remember watching movies in the 80s when they had landlines and the phone just rang and rang and rang and rang and rang, and it just kept ringing and ringing and ringing, and you're like, you need to pick up the phone, and then the actor would just be walking towards the phone and it's still ringing. I'm like, they're gonna hang up. They're gonna not know that you're there. And then finally, obviously, at the last minute, that they would pick it up. Also, thanks, Dave. Thank you so much. Also, why do people always rub lotion on their hands in movies too? When they go to bed, the mothers, they always sit down and they're like. They have a big. They have a long nightgown, and then they have a dressing gown that's very flowy over it. They're gonna sleep in that. It'd be like strangling you all night. But before they just sit down on their bed, and then they're just like. I don't like that either. I don't care for that either. I feel like it's time for a beverage out there. So I'm going to sing one more song that's highly, it's self-explanatory. Oh my God, where is you? Dane! Dane! Thank you, Dave. God, I really don't know what I would do without you. As much as I make fun of you because it's fun for me, I don't know what I would do without you.
Find someone else to make.
It's fun for me. After the intermission, Christy and Dane will no longer be with us. They're fine, but we don't need their services anymore. So thank you so much, Christy. Thank you so much, Dane. Please enjoy. I know what's gonna happen. I'll try to go to bed with fear of failure flapping like a fruit bat in my head. I'll sleep for half an hour. The clock will ring at 6. I'll wake up in the shower with a stomach full of bricks, so I won't have any breakfast, maybe just a little tea. Like when you have to go and get a colonoscopy, which incidentally isn't half as disconcerting or upsetting as going for a part you know there's no way that you're getting. But anyway, I'm heading downtown for the audition, where everything I'm dreading will be coming to fruition. And here's what's gonna happen. I'll walk in weak with hunger, and there's a dozen girls who look like me but 10 years she really, really, really blows. She's old and she's lame, and then someone calls my name, and then what happens? I'll walk into the room. The girl's fluorescent lighting is inviting as a tomb, and everybody smiles. They'll say it's good to see ya, but all I'll see is judges, and they all look like Scalia. And then a little banter as they look me up and down, and somewhere through the fog of insecurity and hate, I'll try to convince them that I'm charming and I'm clever and I'm fun to have around. But I'm starting to unravel. In my head I hear the gavel. Guilty, they're gonna throw the book at me, cause I'm guilty of coming in and wasting all their time. Guilty of almost every other showbiz crime. Not young enough, not fit enough, not pretty enough, not good enough. We hereby sentence you to a lifetime of waiting tables and debilitating self-loathing. Oh, but wait, now someone's asking, so can we hear your voice? I make a lame attempt at humor. Do I have a choice? I nod at the pianist. She's always wearing black. She's always in a turtleneck with dandruff on her back. No sooner do I get my note than open up my trap, then inevitably some mealy-mouthed assistant director's thumbs all over his iPhone, and I know he's probably tweeting, LOL, this girl is crap. She's all fake, she's all phony, she could never win a Tony. I'm now in a place I know quite well. I've left the world and I've entered hell. I'm as far away from a fainting spell, but just before I die, I finish a song which I oversell. Somebody says thanks and wishes me well. Next thing you know, I'm at Taco Bell, stuffing my face with meat. I'm trying to take it slowly. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to be more holy, less bitter and depressed. I'm reading Eckhart Tolle. He makes a lot of sense. I bought a Buddhist bowl. He says it helps you feel less tense. It doesn't do a thing for me. I sit there on the floor and watch a vivid sequence of humiliating instances from my past go by and think, what kind of masochist keeps coming back for more? Because she knows what's gonna happen, because it never doesn't happen, because it always, no. I know what's gonna happen. Don't tell me that I don't, and don't say that I'll rise to the occasion, because I won't. And don't say I've got talent, and don't say I got heart, and don't say that I'm clever, because I know I'm pretty smart. I'm smart enough to know that I'm too stupid to admit you can't deserve a diet that consists of eating shit. The trick is knowing when it's time to pack your bags and say that's it. You know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. I quit. I quit. I quit. Costume change. Rent the runway, fellas and ladies. Fellas and ladies. I think I'm gonna have to buy it. I think so. Yeah, you buy that. Thanks for your enthusiasm. I feel like it's going well. You guys having fun? Yes. Oh, good. That removed. Last night, the whole first act, I can't even believe what I'm about to say. I had my belt on upside down. I know, it was upside down, guys. You were wondering? Yeah. It was weird. And then I feel like I put it right side up. It was like a little crown. I thought crowns go up, but actually they go down. The crown goes down. Anyway, please enjoy this next little number that you may have heard. I wrote it. Way up high. in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow? Why, oh, why can't Amen. He's a man. I do have him in my phone as Dave the Man Hanahan. That's what I know. Oh, that's the first act. I don't need that anymore. I could slip on that. I'll put it. I can slip on. Excuse me. It's still holding up. It's still holding up. I might not buy it. I might just return it. And I did not have it altered in the crotch. I did not rent the runway. I did not have it altered in the crotch. I'm going to send it back exactly as it came to me. Everybody cool? You got that? Okay? Okay, thanks. I'm just very short-waisted. Like it's like I was like, is it too much crotch? I think it's too much crotch. And then my wonderful neighbor Tracy, are you here? Nope. Didn't come last night either. Guess she had to work. She was like, she's actually really amazing. She was like, oh, I can take that. I don't even have to I don't have to seam rip or any of the sewing terms that you do. She just tucked it right up there. Now everybody's looking at my crotch, looking at my crotch, looking at my crotch. Everybody's looking at my crotch. It's still a little long. Still a little long. It's fine, it's fine. I was also very sweaty at this point. Hey, guess what? This concert is called Suck at Scleroderma, right? I just want to take not too much of your time, but I just wanted to talk for a second about scleroderma is a very strange word. It's kind of one of those things that you think you know, you kind of heard it, it sounds like something else. But just very briefly, what it is it really means like hard skin. Basically, there are two kinds of scleroderma. There is localized and systemic, and it means hardening of the skin because there's an overproduction of collagen. Oh, boo-hoo. kidding. Who doesn't want more collagen? But it's not good. Anyway, that joke went over. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye. But it's actually a bit of a misnomer, that name hard skin, because the other way it's affected is the collagen protein creates scar tissue on hearts, lungs, restricts blood vessels, causes kidney failure, hardens the esophagus and digestive tract. Super fun. But wait, there's more. It's also a rheumatic disease, which is inflammation of and pain in swelling in the joints, ligaments, almost said testicles. That is, I don't know, I should Google that. I don't think it causes swelling in the testicles. But stiffness in the joints, tendons, ligaments, bones, and the muscles. It's generally really very painful. And then, but wait, surprise, it's also an autoimmune disease. And it means that the body's immune system is constantly attacking the healthy cells. There are a lot of different ways it presents systemically, so it's really hard. It presents differently in every patient. It's really hard to figure out. Therefore, it's really hard to treat. And I mean, that's why I'm doing it. You know, I named all those terrible things that are happening to my dearest friend, and it happened all day long, every day, and watched it for years and years and years, and I really, really want to raise a shitload of money. I mean, right? Let's just do it. The Scleroderma Research Foundation. If you know of anybody, there's going to be a fundraiser that's going on my Instagram, the link in bio. That sounds Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln. That's funny. Link in bio for you 60 and above, or me. To continue, it's going to be open until September 28th. So, it would be awesome if you shared it, tell your friends. But your tickets, thank you so much, because your tickets are going straight there, straight to that fundraiser. So thank you so much. I'm going to go over there for a minute. Oh, you're still there. Okay. A well-oiled machine. You didn't have to remind me tonight, Joe.
You remember.
Thank you. He's like, your microphone. I was like, what? Oh, yes. And wait for it. This is for you, Phyllis. purple Skittle. Inside joke. And I wish you all the love in the world. But most of all, I wish it from myself. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. Like never before. Like never before. Sorry about that note. It's really jarring. I forget what the purple Skittle is. It Mariah Carey or something? She's like, ooh. No,
It's when you hit a really good note.
Oh, okay.
Good note.
Oh, sorry. Good note. I see, yes. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice. Back to the business at hand. Sometimes, I'm very, self-deprecating, and recently I went through something that, I don't know, it's kind of embarrassing, and I felt like really ashamed, and I was like, oh, sorry to get so heavy on everybody, but I was like, I think I'm just gonna I think I need to write a song about it, which sounds so emo, but I really felt that I needed to do that, so okay. Joe, go ahead. Thank you. Sorry, Joe. You can. Just kidding. Did it again and made me believe it was not in. Oh baby, it might seem obvious, but that's just me. I'm oblivious, 'cause to lose my tampon, that is just so typically me. Oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. A tampon was in, I got lost in the batch. Oh baby, baby, you think that I would know, at least from the stench. I am that oblivious. You see the problem with smell? Oh God, I'm rotting away. Sure, I had 2 weeks to live. I cried, I think I'm dying inside. Can't you see I'm a fool in so many ways? 'Cause to lose my tampon, that is just so typically me. Oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. I drank too much wine, forgot it was in. Oh, sorry, Danny, you did something not right. I think you're dying inside. Do what urgent care. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. All aboard. Remember this part? Molly, before you go, there's something I want you to have. It's your month-old extra-large tampon, but by the looks and smell of it, I thought it was a long dead mouse. Well, Molly, I went in there and got it for you. Oh, you should have worn a mask. Oops, I did it again. my God. And he walked right out the door, and even the nurse was like, oh, well, best of luck to you. Just not even like a solidarity, not at all. I thought I would have died from embarrassment and not toxic shock syndrome. Thank you for supporting that. Thank you so much. Actually, something funny last night. Our friend came, who is our friend's boyfriend came up to me after the show, and he was like, hey, just so you know, he's a physician's assistant. He's like, just so you know, like I remove tampons all the time from women, and I always make eye contact with them. And I was like, that's aggressive. And then I was just thinking how funny it would be if he was just like. Like, that was a very good visual for me. It was just like, who's gonna blink? And you can't make a face like, holy God. That smell is really, really bad. Oh my God. I mean, I think that's gonna be a hit, right? I think it's, I really feel like to rip it. Oh God. Oh no, I did. Let's worry. That's later's problem. Well, the next song is, I don't want to rush you, Dave. It's very high maintenance. Have you noticed? Is it just me? Has everybody noticed? It's incredible what I have to deal with this guy. Goodness gracious, but oh my God. What if it was Christy who had to remove my tampon? God, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Or better, I don't know. Thank you, Christy. She showed up, and I took the kids had an ear infection one time, and she showed up and was are you a physician's assistant?
Nurse practitioner.
Are you a nurse practitioner is what I meant? Yes. And I was like, then I like had a flash before my eyes of like, oh, thank God it wasn't Christy. But then in a way, like it probably would have been way funnier if it was Christy. This dude was like, I was like, wait, you mean I can put more than one in at a time and he's like, yes, people do it all the time. Please leave. Okay, I'm gonna go. But this next song is called Can't Find My Tampon. It's not, but it rhymes with that. There's a little clue in this song if you haven't guessed the theme yet. Don't say it! I know it's really obvious. But if you haven't guessed it, there'll be a clue at the end. Oh God! Okay. Come down on your own and leave your body alone. Somebody has to change. You are the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key. Oh, well, I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time when I'm wasted and I can't find the key. Well, I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time. Oh, and I'm very wasted, and I can't find my way home. Ooh, I can't find my way home. Ooh, and I can't find my way home. I can't find my way home. You can't always get what you want. I know you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you'll find you get what you need. You guys know that song, right? Oh, you do? Well, then prove it. Ready? We're gonna have a sing-along. I'm ready. Let's do it. Ready? Just a real quick one. You can't always get what you want. Very, very good. You can't always get what you want. Now just really sell it to me. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you'll find. Here's your part. Yeah, thank you. That was very good. I didn't sense one purple Skittle. Wait, I did the close in the wrong. One good. Quotations are hard because they mean up. Let's not talk about that anymore. Oh my goodness. Well, so what was the theme? As you. Oh boy. Somebody was smoking too much weed. Doo-dah, doo-dah. It wasn't me. But I think as I was like, I don't have a theme, and then all the songs were like, so like 90% of them maybe were about like kind of grass is greener, what was on the other side, as Heather said, deferred dreams, you can't always get what you want, and then I started like getting in my head about it a little bit, like, I hope Danny doesn't think that all these are like, I made that joke, like, and I sang the song about the opening song about going to Paris, and I was like, yes, I'm this is how I tell my family I'm going to Paris, and I'm leaving, it's, welcome to our divorce show. It's not that, I'm very happy, very, very happy, very, very happy, guys. And I started thinking, like, gosh, I love him so much, even though he recently asked me something that was, he said, is Whitney Houston alive still? Dang it. I mean, I was like, wait, I can't tell if you're being serious or not. He was dead serious, and he's like, and then he got like a scared face, like, because by my reaction was large and weird, I know, and he was like, I can't tell, is she dead or alive? Just tell me. And in fact, we all know the answer to that. R.I.P. Pour one out for, not really, please don't pour it, please, because Joe has to clean it up. He literally is doing everything, you guys. Hey, give it up to Joe. This dude is pretty spectacular. He is awesome. He is my new best friend. Best friends forever. Thank you for still clapping. Oh, anyway. And anyway, I was thinking about like, how do I kind of honor Danny in a way of like, and I think I thought of the perfect way to do it. Perfect song.
I was just about to tell you that I love him. I do. I love him. I love him. And I don't care what you think. I love him for the man he wants to be, and I love him for the man that he almost is. I love him. I love him. I love him.
She'll let you in her house. You can contemplate it now. She'll let you in her house. If you were to say, if you could, she'll let you deep inside. There's a secret God she has.
You gotta be fair to her. She loves you. If you don't love her, you've got to tell her.
She'll let you you go driving around. She'll let you do the things you say. They'll bring you down. She'll let you if we got handwritten lies, but into the sea. God, and don't think twice.
What if we got married? If I said that, would you stay?
No. Don't do that. Don't say that unless,
You've gone big, my
well, say it if you want to.
how far would you
Will you marry me?
give to that place where you can't remember
What do you think?
and you can't forget?
We're getting married.
She'll lead you down the path. There'll be tenderness in the air. She'll let you come just far away, so you know she's really there. And she'll look at you and smile. In her eyes are the she's got a secret garden where everything you do, where everything you do will always stay. A million miles away.
Do you, Jerry Maguire, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? And do you, Dorothy Boyd, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? I now pronounce you husband and wife.
I pretended that proposal by the car was real, and it might have just been a hypothetical. I did this. And at least I can do something about it now.
So this break is a break. That's...
Come on, Jerry. You know this isn't easy for me.
okay. This is where it has to happen. This is where it has to happen. I'm not letting you get rid of me. How about that? I'm a smart wife. I love you. You complete me.
Just shut up. You had me at hello. You had me at hello.
very limber, you know, for a big guy. Who's my big guy? Being a parent with Danny is pretty spectacular. Except for like, you know, you have to like teach your kids how to blow their noses. Have you ever had to try to teach a kid how to blow their nose? It is an exercise and frustration of the highest degree. It's very easy to blow a nose, and then you tell the kid to blow a nose, and they're like, and you're like, just close your mouth, and they're like, and they're like, no, you clamp their mouth shut, and then maybe one nostril, and they're like, ha, and then it's so easy, seemingly, but it's very difficult to explain to some children. No, you're good at blowing your nose, Whit. You're good at blowing your nose. Yay, you did it. Also, wiping butts. You have to teach them how to wipe a butt. That actually makes me think of how good I am at wiping my own butt. I am so good at that. It's like, really, like, how are they so bad at it? And how are we so professional at it? It's crazy. Speaking of butts, I was thinking about butts and farts. A lot of butts and farts. But I was thinking about like, by the way, my children, they have told me they've only ever heard me fart twice in their lives. And I was like, and Cassidy did an impression of it. And he was like, and I was like, oh, my butthole is adorable. Very ladylike and just a coquettish butthole. But like, you remember when you had COVID, those 5,000 times, and you couldn't smell your farts, and you know when you have a hot fart, you know that hard. You have never had a hot fart that doesn't smell like literal garbage. It's like a bomb that you drop, and you just know your butt's on fire, and you're just walking away for it. Is it gonna catch up to you? And that happened to me when I was a freshman. I was freshman in school. It was a co-ed dorm floor, and I had a very big crush on this very cute saxophone player named Brian Suttles, and he had his dorm right next to mine. And I was in the elevator, and I was like, oh, hot fart, hot fart. I was like, hot fart, hot fart, hot fart. Just hot farting, hot farting, hot farting, all the way down the hall to hot fart, hot fart. I mean, it was like, you know, basically a poo-poo. And then I closed the door in time, and then I hear the elevator door open, and it's Brian Suttles, and he goes, "Whoo, damn, who farted? Somebody needs to go to the bathroom." Yes, he is a black man. Well, really, good segue, Molly. Gotta work on these segues. Yes, that's what we'll work on for next year. I'll definitely tell all the same jokes though, because they've all landed. Definitely. We did these concerts called the I Hate Cancer concerts, and we did 8 I Hate Cancer concerts and 1 Suck It Scleroderma concert. I know, it's pretty amazing, and it really is amazing to thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, excuse me. I burped a little. Such a lady. My parents are so proud. But I wrote a song when we did it in 2012 that was for Danny, and that was when we had 2 children, and you know, it was like lots of things have happened since 2012. So we added like 1 extra verse to it. So this is called, oh, excuse me 1 second, I have to get my ukulele.
That's not what the song is called. Excuse me a second, I have to get my ukulele. Excuse me a second, I have to get my... That's a hit too. Really good at this.
Sure. This song is I had a lot on my plate, so I didn't quite memorize the new verses. But
Just don't judge me.
go. That should do it. It's far enough away. I don't need my glasses. Excellent. Did you hear that? Is that good? Can you hear it? Everything cool? Great. Oh, 1 quick second. Have you noticed this necklace that I'm wearing? It's so beautiful. I was just thinking of how pretty I looked just during that moment. hair fluff. I had my hair fluffed professionally by a professional fluffer. I had a professional jewelry maker give me professional jewelry. I mean, to borrow. It didn't. Train, it's rude. You hear that train whistle? I'm glad I didn't start the song during that. That would have been embarrassing, but this is actually amazing. This is Carrie Streeter's jewelry. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, and a ring. You can't see it, but it's gorge. It makes my little troll fingers look halfway elegant. Halfway. There's not much you can do. That one got a laugh? Jeez, okay. A long time ago in New York City, when you were young and I always felt pretty, I met you in a bar. You told me all the other girls were subpar. Well, I don't golf, and neither do you. You thought I was a slut. I thought you were a Jew. I was one of those things, but you weren't the other. I kind of thought of you like my brother, like my really, really, really hot brother. Just friends, just bliss, just friends until you told me this, that you were the last boy I was ever gonna kiss. Just friends, just bliss, just friends until you told me this, that you were the last boy I was ever gonna kiss. We lived in New York, we lived on a boat. I dreamed of a house that didn't float, and an extra room for my shoes. I did. You wouldn't sleep with me until I got tested for STDs. It's a fair call. One boy, two boys, a third surprise. 40-year-olds on fertile, it's a pack of lies. Very fertile. Diapers and tears and dinners to cook, hugs and kisses and reading books, and math makes me want to die. Just friends, just bliss, just friends until you told me this, that you were the last boy I was ever gonna kiss. Well, I don't kite and I don't bike. I walk 4 blocks, that's my idea of a hike. But being with you sees me through. You and me and our not so little boys 3. Whoa, whoa. Just friends, just bliss, just friends until you told me this, that I was the last girl you were ever gonna kiss. Guess that's another hit. And the hits just keep coming. Oh, what? Oh, yes, hi. Yes. Oh, hi. How are you? I'm just gonna, real quick, this looks like my room up here. It's trashed. I'm just gonna tidy up a little bit. I've got one more song for you. Sorry. I just apologized to an inanimate object. Classic girl. Sorry. Sorry. You upset? You're mad at me? Oh God, this mic stand is so mad at me. I just want to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this cause, for laughing and clapping and having an awesome time. And I feel all the love, and I really want to thank Joe and April and everybody here at Big Britches Productions. They have been working very, very hard, literally doing everything, bending over backwards, and also with such warmth and professionalism, and it's been so stress-free. It's been an incredible experience. So I hope you guys come out and support all the productions. I've seen a bunch of them. They're amazing, like professional caliber. I highly recommend coming here. And don't forget about that bake sale. Just watch for that inbox, on your inbox. I also want to thank Dave Henahan, Christy Mitchell, Fox Gossett, and Dane Schwartz. Thank you guys so much. We had a lot of work, and we did it. And we did that work at the Underground Music Station, which I really am grateful for. Everybody there, Doug and everybody, they're like, yeah, sure, use it. And they saved us. It was wonderful to be able to rehearse in a place with like amps and microphones and things like that. Not just in, our rooms or something. But who else am I forgetting? Tiffany, thank you for fluffing my hair. Was it a twist and a turn? Or a pinch and twist. It was a pinch and a twist. Pinch and a twist. Am I doing it? And she said, fluff it. You gotta go like this, you gotta fluff it. And again, thank you for the loaner of the jewelry. I feel like I'm missing something, and I'm gonna feel like such a jerk, and then I'm gonna think about this for like 10 more years that I forgot to thank this person, and I'm gonna feel like a big jerk. But most importantly, thank you all for coming. And this last song is, you may remember the movie Bridges of Madison County, where Clint Eastwood made me feel uncomfortable in a sexual role. They made a Broadway musical, and it was beautiful, and the music is actually written by the same guy who wrote Stars in the Moon, which I sang with Christy about that real jerk. Anyway, thank you so much for coming, and I'm twisted here, I just don't want to trip and give you that last impression. I might actually rip my Rent the Runway. You could have driven into someone else's driveway. You could have tried to find the bridge another day. I could have gone off to the fair, or locked the door, or washed my hair. And in a way that might be better. We could have chosen to ignore what we were feeling. We could have prayed to make the wanting go away. But what we did is that we loved, and love is always better. watching the TV and they're like the Cannes Film Festival, they have like 6 and 7 minute standing ovations. No, that's too long. Your hands will hurt. And I felt bad enough. I felt bad after like 20 seconds of that robust encore call that I don't know. This is a little bit awkward because I was like, if they say I have like literally nothing prepared at all, like, because I'll just.
So you don't want me to play the song you had prepared?
Oh, yeah, okay.